What is up, Volvo family? I am sitting here in the car looking at one of the banes of my existence about this car is this touchscreen that is high gloss touchscreen. Piano black is bad, this touchscreen is so much worse. I have cleaned it. I keep the cleaning cloth in the center console, like they tell you to keep that little cleaning cloth in there. We've got that, and I do use it, but even with cleaning it regularly, you can still see all the smudges. So what I've done is I have gone out and purchased a tempered glass protective film cover off of Amazon, and I'll put a link down below to the one that I'm going to use. And it claims that it will resist the smudging. It'll keep the original touch to where it'll still work. You can still clean it. It's a tempered glass product. So we're going to see how this works. I'm going to put this on, I'm going to touch it and see if it actually does keep the fingerprints from showing up. Let's follow the instructions. Inside the little pack, it was sticky together with some tape there. In this particular pack, it has the hardware auxiliary tool kit, which basically consists of a little microfiber cloth and a isopropyl alcohol cleaning pad that's going to be in there. You've got your instructions, user guide there, and it has a bunch of frequently asked questions on the back of that, and shows how we're going to install it and clean it. And then you've got your item here, which is the actual tempered glass piece. And this is, if you've done a screen protector on a phone, it's very similar to the same kind of idea. After we clean that, this has got a tab up here, and it'll peel off a sticky backing on this, and we'll put that up towards the screen, and then you'll have to wipe the glass clean. First of all, let's go ahead and take this and see if temporarily it will even fit on our Volvo screen. And it looks like that it will fit pretty well. It looks like it fits pretty well side to side. Oh, it fits extremely well side to side. So it actually slides behind this little cover. So you'll have to line it up. When we stick this thing on, this is going to be the challenge. To line it up and get it right in the middle. And actually when it's in the middle, it looks like it will fit pretty good. But it's going to be difficult to try to get that up there and get it on just perfect, because if it's down too low and slides beneath this plastic, it's going to leave a gap at the top, and obviously if it slides to the side, we're going to leave a gap there. So inside of this packet, there's actually three things. You've got your, I said there's only two. You've got your little alcohol wipe, you've got your microfiber cloth, and actually I forgot, much like screen protectors, you've also got this little sticky dust removal thing, and also little guide stickers that you can use as well. So tearing open the waste paper, get our alcohol pad. We're going to go after this screen here, get all my nasty fingerprints off of the screen first, because anything that you don't get off is just going to be trapped underneath there. So when rubbing this down, to get it to where it doesn't do anything, you may probably already know this, but if you press and hold on the home key, it locks that and gets it into a clean mode. I'm absolutely sure that you probably already did know that, but if you didn't, little education 101 there. So we're going to clean all the fingerprints off, making sure to get all the edges, all the screen. I'm going to go ahead and get this microfiber cloth that they provided and kind of go over it with that. And that will get any last little smears or smudges off to get it just as crisp and clean. And again, get it as close to the edge. You might have to fold it, but get it up against that edge and rub it down along the edge, because the edges get a lot of dust and stuff that you don't get normally. When you're wiping this off, you'll kind of wipe it up to the edge. And so I want to make sure to get all that. And then I'll give it one more time over the top of this. And then it's good to take a light or something and eyeball it real good, just to make sure from a couple different angles that you didn't have anything on. And I will use my phone to do that. So I will use my phone to check that out real quick. Now that you got it checked out, you've got your piece of glass. This already does have a couple, it looks like little smudges on it, but I think they're on the side, this plasticky side that you're going to peel off. So holding it from the side, we're going to peel this sticker back, and this is going to reveal the sticky side. Do not touch the sticky side. And then you can use one of these guide stickers to kind of hang onto the outside of this thing to get it lined up. And I'm actually going to line this up from the bottom first, as well as the sides, and make sure that I get it just in there just perfect. And then lean it up against there. Okay, I wanted to pull this down and show you, because I've got it dropped in and got it pushed up against there, but see, because it connected the outside of this first, there's a little bubble. And so you're just gonna have to you can use a credit card or your finger, and you're gonna have to kind of work that little air bubble up to an edge. And once you do, he'll finish himself out. So got to work this other little guy out there. If it would have folded all the way up from the bottom, it would have been perfect, but you can work the little bottom out of there. So that is in there. It's on there. Now let me go ahead and wipe this down, and we'll see how fingerprintless it really is. It doesn't appear to be, in my personal opinion, it doesn't appear to be as bad. I think if you really had kind of greasy fingers or stuff, or ate some fries and touched it, I can kind of see a little bit. Is it as bad as it would have been before? I mean, under light like this, it doesn't look that bad. I mean, it doesn't look that bad. So I bet in the daylight, it probably looks pretty good. But also it adds that tempered glass piece to the front. Now, does it still work like it's supposed to? That's a good question. So with putting the tempered screen protector on, does it work the way that it was intended as a touchscreen? I mean, it appears to. Everything seems to be, I'm sorry, I got my light in the way here. Everything seems to be just as responsive as it was. So, you know, does it work? I would say it works really good. It doesn't seem to smudge as well. I mean, as much as I would have thought it would have smudged, it does still smudge if you got some greasy fingers and are touching it a bunch. It seems to be, 1, it smudges less. 2, it's easier to wipe off. 3, your screen is protected from scratching, everything else. Now, this is tempered glass, so it's like a phone case, you know, screen protector. If you hit it real hard with something, it's probably going to break and it will shatter like an actual piece of glass. But if you need to remove it, you can take a real thin credit card and tuck it around the back edge of one of these. I got my biggest gap on this top up here. You can tuck a credit card in right behind there and peel that off if you wanted to, but I would highly recommend it. It was only a handful of dollars. It came in a nice protected box with all the tools and supplies, fairly easy to install. Would definitely recommend this. I will put a link down below to this specific product. It's got good reviews on Amazon, but I was debating whether or not it would actually work for the smudging, but I would say it's got my seal of approval. So if you're looking to do it, I'd go for it.